And when he's one of these people that has an old voice. It's not an insult. It's an insult, but it doesn't mean. When I talked to him on the phone, I knew he was an aerospace engineer, and I thought that you were much older. It was the same thing that happened with my husband. But I'm not going to marry Tom Mooney because he's already married, and I'm already married. Chemistry or anything like that. Anyway, give a hand to Joe.
Too distracting. So I used to be a member of the Wilmington Ski Club, which was really more of a social club than anything else, but they had skiers. I mean, they even had a downhill ski racing team. In fact, one night I'm there, and the ski coach, gorgeous woman, is giving her annual plug to get members for the team. And later that night I'm chatting with her, and she's like, "So Joe, you going out for a team?" And I'm like, "Sure." Never been on skis before in my life. And it's not that I consider myself particularly athletic or anything, it's just that with guys, when blood is flowing in one direction, it's flowing away from our brains. So this kind of time allows us to say or do things we may later regret. But I wasn't really worried in this case. It was the beginning of summer. You know, I've got months to figure out what my excuse is going to become wintertime. You know, in the meantime, I've got an English this one. She's like, "Cool. During the summer, we train on rollerblades. Our first practice is this Saturday. You going to be there?" Absolutely. Never been on rollerblades before either. Now, this is a little problem, but it's not a big one. You're on roller skates, you're on ice skates, rollerblades are somewhere in the middle. How hard can it be, right? The main problem is I need a set of blades. Fast ones. Because I'm on a downhill ski racing team. So I show up that Saturday, brand new blades in hands. Turns out this ski coach was also the area manager of a local sporting goods chain which sponsors an extreme rollerblading team. So she's got all of that out there. She's got grinds and jumps and decks and vert ramps and all kinds of cool stuff. Because this first practice wasn't really a practice. It was just the old hands kind of catching up with each other, the new guys getting to know each other. We're just out there playing on rollerblades. And by the way, if you can roller skate and you can ice skate, odds are you can rollerblade. Did not take me long to pick these up at all. In fact, before long, I'm showing off, flirting with the coach. Blood is starting to rush out of my brain. I start eyeballing that big vert ramp across the line. I get up a good head of steam and hit this ramp with the speed and confidence of a man that truly believes nothing is going to go wrong. As I transition to the curved part of this ramp, that ramp pushes back, knocks me off balance. This leg comes up this way, makes me rotate around like this, and when I get to the vertical portion of this ramp, I am out of shape, out of control, and I get air. That is when somebody took the picture. No, it didn't come out that bad though, because on that day I got these baggy pants on, you know, I got the shades going. Yeah, I'm twisting around coming off this ramp, but this leg's up in the air. This hand's behind my back, looking like he's trying to grab the blade. This hand is out in front. Shades are hiding the expression of abject terror in my face. And it looks like I know what I'm doing. In fact, the picture came out looking so cool that the ski coach hung it in her Wilmington, Delaware store all that summer. I kid you not. Where you go to try on all the equipment was a framed photograph of me. And now that was just the first thing. After that, you know, things got serious, okay? The toys are gone. She's got a slalom course set up. We're working tactics. We're working strategy. We're working technique. I'm learning the jargon. Like, for example, on a slalom course, the last 3 gates are set up in a straight line. They're collectively known as the flush. I can do the flush on one leg. And a friend of mine who's a veteran skier, knows I don't ski, says, "Joe, you can handle rollerblades like that, you will have no problem on skis." That lying sack of shit. Let me tell you the main thing. Now, on rollerblades, your toes don't cross at 40 miles an hour. That's how I learned the ski expression yard sale. But that's in the future, right? In the now, I'm believing this little jerkwad, right? I'm no longer thinking about what my excuse is going to become wintertime. No, I am shopping for skis. Fast ones. Because I am on the downhill ski racing team. I get myself to a swap meet, pick up a set of Dina-Star slalom skis. Guy didn't want to sell them to me at first because they were a little bit long, but once he found out I was a member of the downhill ski, he's like, "Dude, these special card for you, but you're going to have to be aggressive with them. I'm like, hey, short skis suck. Jargon, right? Now, I might be crazy, but I'm not stupid, okay? The first time I go out with these things, I'm not going with the racing team, I'm going by myself. Make sure I can really do this, okay? So I get to the Poconos, and I'm being methodical about this, okay? So for the small hills, step at a time. First thing I find out, if you were dominant on the right side, it is easier to turn left than it is to turn right. So I spend a lot of time practicing turning right. You know, make sure I can turn, make sure I can stop, go on a progressively larger hills, going a little faster every time. By the way, these skis work pretty fast. At one point, I'm standing bolt upright. I blow by a guy in a full tuck. I mean, head down, poles out the back, and I'm thinking, am I really going that fast? And I kick the skis sideways, and it's that wet, artificial Pocono snow. So I'm kicking up this wall of slush about eye level to me. It must have took about 30 feet to come to a stop. And I'm thinking, Joe, this is your first time skiing. You probably need to settle down. But for the most part, you know, I'm being careful. But the problem is I'm paying more attention to the skis than where I'm going. And eventually it happens. I look up and there is this old guy in a snowplow. I swear you could have walked down the hill faster than you were skiing. And there's no way I was going to stop in time. And my best only option is to cut the skis hard to the left and then immediately cut them back to the right so I don't run off the trail. So I cut the skis to the left, get by him, swing the skis back, and I hit a patch of ice. So the geese go sideways, I go skittering off into the trees. Another yard sale. And I am crawling out of these woods on my hands and knees, gathering up ski equipment as I can find it, just totally aggravated with myself. Because it's my fault, right? You know, I wasn't paying attention. That's why this happened. You know, I know that. I get to the edge of the trail, I sit down, pound my hand into the snow in frustration. Forgetting that the reason that I went off the trail in the first place is because that's not snow, it's about a 4-inch thick slab of ice. Cracked the third metacarpal in the right hand. The only injury I would sustain that day. But sufficient to make it difficult to grab a ski pole. That's ended my racing career before it began. I never did hook up with that coach.